Wait! Before you pack for that trip, check what you're planning to wear to the airport. Because the TSA just updated their screening technology at 47 major airports and the flagged list got weird. I'm talking about that belt with the decorative buckle. Your favorite slip-on shoes with the metal arch support. That cozy cardigan with the metallic threading you can barely see. A couple from Minneapolis, both in their early 70s, got stopped because of the wife's underwire bra. Something that's been fine for decades suddenly became a problem with the new body scanners. Listen, I've spent the last 3 months analyzing TSA's 2026 screening updates, reviewing 200-plus senior traveler complaints, and speaking with 5 retired TSA supervisors. What I discovered is that the rules you memorized, completely rewritten. The outfit that worked last year? Now a red flag. In this video, I'm revealing the 7 clothing items getting travelers over 60 flagged at security checkpoints in 2026, and exactly what to wear instead so you breeze through without the hassle, the pat-downs, or the embarrassment. And number 7 alone is in 60% of carry-ons right now, and most people have no idea it's a problem. Number 7. Shoes with metal components or complicated laces. Here's what TSA doesn't advertise. Their new 3D scanners can detect metal concentrations as small as a dime, and shoes are the #1 trigger point. A 71-year-old from Seattle wore her orthopedic walking shoes, the ones her podiatrist recommended. Metal shank for arch support. The scanner lit up like a Christmas tree. She had to remove her shoes, stand on the cold airport floor in her compression socks, while TSA agents examined every inch of those shoes. Her feet swelled during the 18-minute delay. She could barely walk to her gate. Why? Because TSA's new protocol flags any metal concentration in footwear, even if it's medical. They know seniors need supportive shoes. They're banking on you not knowing which materials trigger their scanners. Here's what you do. Switch to shoes with fabric or foam arch support only, no metal shanks. Choose slip-on styles with elastic panels instead of laces. Wear compression socks, even if you think you won't remove shoes. You will. Rule of thumb, if you can't slip the shoe off in under 3 seconds without bending down, it's the wrong airport shoe. Pro tip, bring a pair of disposable shoe covers in your carry-on. If it's rainy or the floor looks questionable, you've got protection. Think that's frustrating? Wait until you see what they're doing with belts. Number 6. Belts with decorative buckles or metal details. Here's what most travelers don't realize. It's not just the buckle, it's the entire belt construction. A 66-year-old Dallas man's simple leather belt with hidden internal metal rivets every 2 inches triggered the scanner. "Sir, remove your belt." He struggled to handle his belt and keep his pants up while a line of 40 people watched. "Ma'am, your belt needs to go in the bin." A 69-year-old from Boston heard this while her hands were full. Purse, jacket, phone. She had to set everything down on a dirty counter, remove her belt, and pray. Her elastic waist pants stayed up during the body scanner. Why? Because TSA's policy is 0 tolerance for metal in the torso region. They've seen too many concealed items. They're not making exceptions, even for decorative Western buckles or braided leather with metal threading. Here's your action plan. Wear elastic waist pants or leggings. No belt needed. If you must wear a belt, put it in your carry-on before security. Choose pants with built-in adjustable waistbands, inside or move. Pack a lightweight fabric belt in your personal item. Put it on after you clear security if you need it for your destination. But here's where most travelers get completely blindsided. Number 5. Jackets and cardigans with metallic threads or heavy zippers. Here's the truth they're hiding. Even invisible metallic details can trigger the new scanners. A 73-year-old Phoenix woman wore a favorite, comfortable travel cardigan to the airport. The metallic threading in the fabric was flagged by the scanner, forcing her to remove it. Exposed and embarrassed in a thin tank top, she was also freezing for the 4-hour flight after stuffing the cardigan into her checked bag out of frustration. A retired veteran from Chicago wore his heavy winter jacket, multiple zippers, snap buttons, a hood with a drawstring that had metal tips. Every single metal point lit up the scanner. "Sir, We need to do a full pat-down. 12 minutes. He missed his boarding group. Why? Because TSA's algorithm doesn't distinguish between decorative metal and potential threats. If it's metal, it's flagged. Period. Here's what you do. Choose zip-up hoodies or jackets with plastic zippers. Avoid anything with sequins, beading, or metallic embroidery. Wear a plain cotton or fleece layer you're comfortable standing in. The magic phrase, before you leave home, ask yourself, if I have to remove this jacket in the middle of airport security, will I be okay with what I'm wearing underneath? If the answer is no, change your outfit. This next trick catches even savvy travelers off guard. Number 4. Underwire bras and compression garments with metal clasps. Here's where it gets personal, and this is what nobody talks about. A 67-year-old Miami woman who had often worn her standard underwire bra through security was flagged by a new body scanner. A 14-minute enhanced screening and full pat-down by a female TSA agent in a private room followed. She later cried, not from pain, but from the feeling of indignity. Why? Because the new millimeter wave scanners create a 3D image of your body, and any metal, even thin underwire, shows up as a bright spot that requires investigation. Here's your action plan. Switch to wireless bras or sports bras for travel days. If you need support, choose bras with plastic boning instead of metal. Avoid compression garments with metal hooks or clasps. Pro tip, pack your regular bra in your carry-on and change in the airport bathroom after security if you want it for your destination. All right, I need to pause here for a second, because what I'm about to tell you next is the one item that's gotten more seniors detained than anything else in 2026. But first, quick favor, if you're finding this valuable, hit that like button right now. It helps other travelers discover these secrets. And subscribe so you never miss my insider TSA hacks. Okay, here's that game-changing item. Number 3. Cargo pants or pants with multiple metal rivets. Here's what TSA won't tell you. It's not about what's in your pockets, it's about the pockets themselves. A 70-year-old Denver man's favorite cargo pants, though empty, triggered the scanner due to metal rivets. He faced 21 minutes of additional screening, including hand-swabbing pockets and rechecking his shoes and carry-on. An Atlanta nurse's jeans with decorative metal studs also triggered the alarm. She required a public pat-down of her legs by a TSA agent. Why? Because TSA's new protocol treats any metal cluster as a potential concealment point. They're not taking chances, and they're not making exceptions for fashion. Here's what you do. Wear plain athletic pants or leggings with no metal details. Choose pants with elastic waistbands, no buttons, no rivets. Stick to dark, solid colors, hides coffee spills and travel wear. Rule of thumb. If your pants have more than 2 pockets, they're probably too complicated for airport security. This next one is nothing compared to what's coming next. Number 2. Jewelry, especially multiple pieces or religious items. Here's where most seniors get tripped up. Sentimental value versus security reality. A 72-year-old San Antonio woman with arthritis struggled to remove 5 rings, including her wedding and anniversary bands, after the scanner flagged her hands. Despite her explanation that the swollen knuckles made removal difficult, TSA insisted. She spent 11 frustrating minutes, nearly crying, before getting through security. A 68-year-old Detroit man wearing a religious medal for 40 years was told by a TSA agent to remove the chain or he wouldn't be allowed through security, despite his attempts to explain its significance. Why? Because TSA's policy is clear. Any metal jewelry that triggers the scanner must be removed, no exceptions. They've seen too many people try to hide items in religious or sentimental pieces. Here's your action plan. Leave valuable jewelry at home or in your checked luggage. Wear only your wedding ring and 1 pair of simple earrings. Put everything else in a zippered pouch in your carry-on. Insider move. If you have jewelry you can't remove, medical alert bracelet, religious item, request a private screening before you go through the scanner. This saves time and embarrassment. The magic phrase, I have a medical/religious item that cannot be removed. May I request a private screening? TSA is trained to accommodate this. You just have to ask. But here's the one that gets more seniors flagged than all the others combined. Number 1. Layered clothing or bulky outerwear. Here's what they're not telling you. The more layers you wear, the higher your chance of additional screening. A 69-year-old Minneapolis woman flying to Arizona in January layered a tank top, long-sleeve shirt, cardigan, and heavy coat, intending to delayer on the flight. TSA security made her remove the coat and cardigan, but the scanner still flagged her torso. Told her layers created a shadow, she was subjected to a private 17-minute pat-down requiring the removal of her cardigan and long-sleeve shirt, leaving her stressed and shaking. A retired Portland pilot, wearing a fleece vest over a button-down over an undershirt, was asked to remove the top 2 layers for the scanner. Standing in his undershirt, juggling his clothes, belt, wallet, and phone, his blood pressure spiked and he felt dizzy. Why? Because TSA's new 3D scanners need a clear body outline. Multiple layers create anomalies that require investigation. They're not trying to make your life difficult. They're following protocol that treats every anomaly as a potential threat. Here's what you do. Wear one base layer, t-shirt or blouse, and one outer layer, zip-up hoodie or cardigan. Choose fitted clothing rather than bulky or oversized. Pack extra layers in your carry-on and add them on the plane. Pro tip: if you're traveling to a cold destination, wear your bulkiest items, coat, boots, on the plane and pack lighter clothes in your luggage. Yes, you'll be warm in the airport, but you'll breeze through security. Rule of thumb: if you're wearing more than 2 layers on your torso, you're overdressed for airport security. Now, knowing what not to wear through TSA won't matter if you don't know what medications and medical devices are getting seniors flagged in 2026. Most travelers over 60 don't realize TSA's medication rules changed in January 2026, and it's costing them hundreds in rebooking fees, missed connections, and confiscated prescriptions. In my next video, I'm exposing the 8 medication mistakes that get seniors detained at TSA checkpoints and the exact packing method that gets you through without questions. A 71-year-old from Phoenix used this system and sailed through security in under 4 minutes with 12 different medications. So, don't forget to watch the next video. It's right here. Don't let a packing mistake cost you your trip. See you there.